this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop. It's under the lights when everything goes. Nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just
You're muted.
So just dance, come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance. And ain't nobody.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Joel. What happened there?
I don't know. Low budget, high performance.
Hey guys, it's American Week.
It is America Day. Yay.
Yay.
USA. I love it. Last week was Italian Week. Yay. And this week is American Week. So,
and
hi, everybody. There's a few people joining us. Welcome to KipCo TV Live. It's our 7th edition. And if you do have some things you'd like to chat with us about, please do so. Also, remember to like us on Facebook. It's @mention is the KipCo CS Gulf Coast, and we would appreciate that. We're also broadcasting live on YouTube, and you can like and subscribe to us on our YouTube channel, the KipCo TV. So, Sushi, how's your week?
My week's going. It's going. We'll talk about that in silver linings, but I need a lot of this week.
I do. And Sushi, cheers. Cheers.
One of these days, I'll know which side I need to cheers you on. Guys, it's all backwards, so it's very.
I missed rehearsal today, so I don't know.
It's really interesting to do that. Yeah. So America Day, we all did it with our wardrobes as well. So I've got navy blue. We've got the flag. He's got his red pocket square. I have a red and white KipCo cookie.
KipCo cookies, yum. Where are they from, Sushi? Who made these?
From the Bearded Baker. We talked about him last week, right?
Yeah, he was on today's Takeout a few weeks ago, actually, and wonderful cookies. You can find him on Instagram at the Bearded Baker TX. So check him out. He's opening a new shop in the Heights.
I'm so excited.
And it has a lot of our products in it. It was designed by Page Architects here in Houston. Yeah. And I'll be excited. November, I told him we had to be on the VIP list for the grand opening.
For sure. Now, I don't know how many cookies I should be eating from now to then. They're so good. They're like eating little fluffy clouds that are decorated so really well. So I don't know. But I'm sure they're not as light in calories as they are.
No, not at all. I love it. We have some few people joining us. I do want to remind everybody to like us on Facebook at the KipCo CS Gulf Coast on Facebook, or our YouTube channel, KipCo TV. There's 4 or 5 people joining us right now. If you'd like to chat with us, please mark in the comments under our business Facebook account, and we'll respond live with any questions you might have. But in the meantime, we still have our Mindful Connections email, Sushi. What's going on with Mindful Connections?
We do. So Mindful Connections goes out every week. It tells you about the current events, things that we have coming up every week. Also, if we have any special events that we're a part of, we also try to do some articles. We have a link to our last broadcast. So if you missed this, then you can always catch it in the Mindful Connections next week.
Under Italy. Yeah. Under Italy.
Yeah, under Italy.
Next week, we're going to have a special guest on the KipCo, Marisa Yu from Page. She's also the chair of the AIA Houston's Interior Architecture Committee and the Houston by Design Week, which is coming up September 21st through the 25th. We want to make sure that you check it out. You can register for all the free events at aiahouston.org. It's scrolling in the bar down below, so make sure that you check that out. A lot of things are selling out. They're filling up. So we want to make sure that everybody has the opportunity to participate.
And there's just a lot of stuff coming up. And because what's coming up to October 1st, Our 10-year anniversary.
Notice our 10-year logo in the top corner. Yes, we're 10 years old. We're like little children. I love this.
That's so exciting.
So stay tuned for many activities and other things that are going on. But we do have a contest today, right? Sushi, tell us about our contest.
It's the KipCo contest. Every time we say KipCo, just drink. So it's a drinking game. As well as if you can guess how many times Kip and myself and our guest drinks during the show, then you'll get a bottle of wine. And this time you'll get a very special wine from our special guest.
We're going to hear about that wine here in a little bit from our special guest. But if you're keeping count already, this is 2. We are at 2.
Yeah, so I'm not drinking as much today. I need to up my game.
Yeah, 3 and 4.
Perfect.
Oh, it's so good. And you're going to hear more about that wine. Look, I'm checking. If you see me writing something down, I'm marking how many glasses of wine, sips we take.
Right, not glasses. Hopefully that's only a couple. But if you're online and watching us, write in a note and tell us say hi. So
we love to hear from you in the chats. You do have to chat with us on our company Facebook page, the KipCo CS Gulf Coast Facebook page. And while you're there, you can like us. And if you want to check out our past episodes, you can, I mentioned before, you can like and subscribe to KipCo TV there on YouTube.
So on to the next thing. Do you want to tell everybody what we do?
What do we do, Sushi? I always get that question. And so I have a little card to remind me what we do. But KipCo, for the last 10 years, KipCo and CS Gulf Coast is a manufacturer's representative company. We have partnered with some of the best manufacturers known for our interior products. And those are, I'm going to list those, and you can check it out at www.csgulfcoast.com. Let me take that down and put up a new little tag. We are low budget, high performance. We also run the truck. We're the talent scouts, Sushi and I are, all of that. But we are the representatives for construction specialties products like Acrovan, expansion joints, entrance flooring, privacy curtains and doors. We also are the representative for Lawn Seal, resilient flooring, Parterre, luxury vinyl tile, the whole collection and family of Expanco products, Okite, Italian quartz, Northwest Rubber, which is our fitness and sports flooring, and the Texas Terrazzo Contractors Association, and our special guest today, made in the USA, is Floorazzo, which will be USA. I love that. So we'll be bringing, after Silver Linings, we'll bring in Randy with our special guest. But let's check out Silver Linings, Sushi.
Let's do it. Okay.
I love today.
Without any. Look at that. Okay. So Silver Linings, if you've never watched this before, is a chance for us to talk about positive things that are happening during quarantine or during the pandemic that you typically wouldn't talk about. So we just do it once a week, and hopefully this makes you start thinking about things that are positive in your life. So let's keep it moving. This week, Kip's is super cute. I love it. Ready, Kip?
I'm ready.
Okay. I don't know if y'all can handle this cuteness, so get ready.
So I work with Houston Boxer Rescue. A lot of you guys know that. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram. And during the quarantine pandemic times, they have started a photo contest that features former rescue dogs that have now been adopted for their annual calendar. So they have this contest, and you can now go online and vote for your favorite. I'm going to put the website up in the scrolling down below. It's HoustonBoxerRescue.org or .com. You can do both. And here's the current standings. Sushi, who's in first place?
Mr. Cooper, of course. I mean, that's a stunning photo. You're going to see it next. But let's talk about the details and how they're raising money from this, which is just
the fun part about this is that it's a fundraiser. So each vote garners $1. So this is the one time we want you to vote a lot and vote often and vote more. We're actually going to pay for your votes, which is illegal in a pending election, but we do want you to vote. And in the last few years of this contest, none of our dogs, Tab and I dogs, have made it into the calendar. So we're on this huge social media campaign for Buddy, our dog, and Cooper, and we're going to show you some of those pictures. But if you'll check out HoustonBoxerRescue.org or .com, it will link you to the page where you can vote for your favorite cover girl or cover boy dog. And the top 13 will appear in the 2021 edition of the Houston Boxer Rescue calendar. You can also buy a calendar there, pre-order. And so let's go to the next slide. There's my two babies. They're both on there. And look, Cooper's in first with 500 votes. Thank you, Kevin Jones with All Commercial Floors. Kevin voted hundreds of times, let's just say. Each vote is $1. So you can do the math if you aren't from Alabama like me. I'm kidding. Totally kidding, Alabama friends. Totally kidding. But you can vote for Buddy on the left or Cooper on the right. Actually, Cooper has 2 entries and so does Buddy, and all 4 are in the top 13 right now. I am on a rampage.
I love
on a rampage. I want my dogs in the calendar. So these are my rescue buddies. Buddy was rescued about 15 months ago. He was 35 pounds at the time, on death's doorstep. And now he weighs 75. We rescued him from behind Kohl's department store in League City. My friend Kirsten and Chad Cavanis went down with me and helped me, I don't know, steal it from the homeless people. I don't know, but we rescued Buddy. Cooper was a street dog that we rescued almost 10 years ago. And look at how regal and beautiful that is. So,
I love
Cooper, vote for Buddy. Check them out.
Good luck, Buddy and Cooper. Okay, so my silver linings this week is a little bit, I'm not sure if it's a silver lining, but we're going to talk about it. So this week for HISD, virtual learning has started. And it is challenging. It's interesting. It's rewarding, but it's absolutely challenging. And I know it is for the parents, the kids, and the teachers alike. So this week, this is just us. We had the first day of school picture. This is Rumi on her iPad doing her schoolwork. And then I just wanted to do a shout out to all the parents that are doing virtual schooling. This is it is not for the faint of heart. And I just want to say that I'm here for you. I feel you, and good luck. And cheers to you.
Cheers to you.
So
I'm going to cheat a little bit, Sushi. For those that are keeping it up with our contest, which is the how many sips that Sushi, I, and our guest take, we're at 8. That was 8, believe it or not.
Oh, wow. Already.
Yeah. So we're under. For the
Are we really? Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, we only got through the first segment.
I know. So we have a lot of guests watching. Welcome all of our viewers from across the country. We do average about 1,200 viewers, which is exciting. Like I say, I think my mother is 50 of those.
Who are these people? Y'all really?
I don't know, but I am going to tell you a funny story.
Okay.
So I was talking to my mom on Sunday, and we were chatting, and she says she enjoys watching KipCo TV. It's kind of her way to connect with her little boy. And she said, it's probably my favorite one that you've done. And I went, oh, that's so wonderful, Mom. Thank you so much. We were trying to be a little bit funnier. And she said, I didn't say anything about funny.
And I thought last week's was our funniest.
I thought so too, but my mother didn't think so. Our critics are harsh. So we do appreciate your feedback. Send us an email, a text, a DM, slide into our DMs, and let us know what you think about KipCo TV. And if there's anything special you'd like to see.
Yeah.
But without further ado,
we are going to talk to Randy with Floorazzo. Should we welcome him on?
Let's welcome Randy to the show. Randy.
Hi, Randy.
Oh, we get you. We got you. I got you there. Nope.
There. Oh,
You have to do it, Randy. Wait, here.
I did it.
Okay.
KipCo mugs. You can get your KipCo mugs that remind everybody.
Low budget, high performance. I'm not even sure the performance is very high, but it's low.
Not today. Not today. Randy, where are you joining us from?
I'm just outside Portland, Oregon, and Vancouver, Washington.
Wow. And what's going on? I hear you're having some little drama there. What's going on in Washington State?
Well, it kind of looks like the apocalypse outside here, you know. Surprise for 2020, right?
Yeah.
We have,
Yeah, add it to the list, Randy. Apparently, you're having a lot of forest fires, and we hope your family's safe.
yes, we are. The forest fires are in the east part of the state, but the wind is blowing everything right at us. So we're doing well, but there's quite a few people, 5 cities that are 80% destroyed already.
Oh
so it's pretty serious for about 80,000 people.
Wow.
Yeah,
All our friends are with you and our friends from the Northwest.
Great.
Yeah. Yes. Well, thank you for your thoughts. We appreciate it.
So let's talk about Floorazzo Terrazzo Tiles, Randy. What can you tell us about the company, where it's made, what it's all about? Give us a little summary.
Sure. Well, celebrating America Day, I'm drinking red.
With your white and blue shirt. I love it so much. And I just want y'all to know that we did not plan this. So we're just in sync.
Yeah, we're all in sync. Yes.
Yes. So, we're manufactured in Siler City, North Carolina. And the other interesting thing about kind of tying into this All American Day is all of the raw materials that are resourced to make Floorazzo are found in the U.S. We don't outsource outside the country for any of our raw materials. A lot of the things that are used in a terrazzo manufacturing, like glass, and some of these items are brought in from China or other countries. We have moved everything within the United States to have 100% U.S. made product. So we're pretty excited about it.
That's wonderful. I'm going to wave my flag. Tell us about what that aggregate product is. You said glass. What are some of the makeup of the aggregate, and where does it come from, Randy?
Yeah, and just not to make it too confusing, the raw materials used in a terrazzo tile are the same raw materials that are used in a concrete-based terrazzo or a resinous-based terrazzo. We use a polyester resin to bind our product together. So that's what sets us apart. So we don't have that rigid structure that makes a terrazzo fragile or makes it easy to damage. So that's what really sets us apart. It also gives us a great acoustical value because we're not that rigid structure that transfers sound, through the floor or into the room. Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Fantastic. I love hearing that. I learn something new every time I talk to you, Randy. So
every time.
Every time.
We need to talk more often.
How many years has Floorazzo been around? Can you share that?
Yeah, Floorazzo has been around 21 years. I came on about 2 years ago as the president, and I'm in charge of all the marketing and all the sales and direction for the company and new products, things like that. Yeah, and the fact that we are a modular tile also really has given us a lot of opportunities, not only in the commercial space, but in healthcare, sanitary areas, which has really carried us through the coronavirus pandemic right now. We actually hired people. We have our production full, and we've survived well. Yeah.
Yes, you do.
We know.
We know because we entered an order and our order got bumped because of all that great production. So we're excited that you're so busy. We're excited that Floorazzo is such a popular product. And I want to hear about the format and the platform of Floorazzo. What is the size of the tiles?
So we have 2 tile sizes that we make. Our standards are 24 by 24 inch. 3/16 inch thick. That's the only thickness we make. And then the other size is a 24 by 48 inch panel. So that reduces the amount of seams and creates just a different visual in the floor.
I love it.
But with the 24 by 24, there's something really interesting about it because you really can get a monolithic look with it.
Yes. You can we have a few different installation techniques, and we'll show some pictures here as we go through. But we have a fusion technique where we can weld the seams. We use the same resin that's used to bind the stones together to seal the joints. And so it's not a different material like you do when you weld rubber or another product. This is actually the same resin that we put into the joint. So it creates a true monolithic visual on the floor. And sometimes in some colors, it's very difficult even to see where we've welded it. And you'll see in some of the pictures that we have that how beautiful the floors look.
Oh, I love it. So speaking of pictures, let's check it out. Well, Sushi's pulling up some of the photos and projects. We want to hear from you. If you have questions for Randy, Sushi, or I, slide to the comments on our Facebook page. The KipCo CS Gulf Coast is our @ and give us a question. Say hello. Like us, love us. We want to hear from you. Hate us, thumbs up, thumbs down. I don't know. We want to see you.
Well, do you also want to talk about what our background is for the day as I'm pulling this up?
Oh, our background is thank you, Sushi. Our background on the screen is Floorazzo. I actually took the photo of that. It is a custom color binder with the same aggregate that would go on your project, and it matches the school color and their mascot for an ISD project. It's gorgeous. I love the realness. The pearlescent flecks are just spectacular. Agreed. Yes.
Okay. So let's move on with our photos. Randy, do you want to also tell us which sectors Floorazzo goes in?
Typically, you'll find Floorazzo in healthcare, not only in lobbies and hallways and cafeterias, but also in the operating rooms. That's really a key specification area for Floorazzo. Because we can weld the seams and go up the walls for wall protection, we create a true sanitary area that's easy to maintain and will last a lifetime. We also do a lot of commercial work because we had a number of different installation techniques where we can use a butt joint installation where you just put the tiles together with no filler in the joints. They butt together beautifully. We also have a grout installation, which we'll see some images of that, and then the fusion installation. So with those 3 installation types in commercial environments, if you want to have a monolithic floor that looks like poured in place terrazzo, you can do that with the fusion installation.
Oh, wow.
So that takes you into a lot of different, for education, again, lobbies, hallways, cafeterias, logos. We did the Harry Potter at Universal Studios. We did that main, it's like a compass rose in the main lobby. We did that with Floorazzo, with water jet cutting. And so there's a lot of creativity you can do with the product. And
another reason Universal Studios needs to reopen so we can go. So. And not to interrupt your interview, but I am apparently we're getting all the rain that should be in Washington State putting out the fires, because any minute we're going to turn into we're not in Kansas anymore. Our house is going to be swept away. So.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of scary outside.
Yeah, if you can see me looking to the right over here, that is me checking out the weather because I'm a little nervous. But anyway, go ahead, Randy.
Be safe. Be safe.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we move to the first project profile I wanted to discuss? What you're looking at here is a project in Florida called Nova KCOM. And this is a medical teaching college. So they have a lot of different spaces incorporated here. Because you have students, you need an area for students to hang out or places to eat, and then for training and offices. So on the right-hand side, if you take a look at that stairway there, that's all created with Floorazzo as stair treads and risers. We can make 6-foot lengths of our stair tread and risers, then weld the seams. So you can get this beautiful monolithic looking stairway here. And then they have little hangout areas they created there. This is just a beautiful, beautiful installation. Also in the hallway, so you can see now if you're going into a hallway, this is all a butt joint installation too. This is our most cost-effective install, and you can see how beautiful it is in that pearl color. And then you'll see the cafeteria. So Floorazzo can stand up to the abuse of high traffic, cafeteria issues, the lobby, and easy to maintain. The thing that was really what the installer and the general contractor enjoyed about Floorazzo on this project, and they learned about, was in the hallways that you see up there in the upper left-hand side of your screen. They were installing 3,000 to 5,000 square feet of finished floor in one day.
Wow.
One working day. That's not 24 hours.
Right.
So once the floor was prepped, they were able to come in, uncover the floor, make sure it's clean, put our pressure sensitive adhesive down, set the tile into it. And as they were building down the floor, there was a cleaner behind them cleaning floor. As soon as it was dry, they were putting on a coat of finish to seal the joint so no dirt could get in it. At the end of the day, they covered that hallway and opened it up to the other trades.
Wow.
So think about any flooring material that you can do that with. And here you have a terrazzo floor when you're done. So Moss Construction was the general contractor. Spectra was the installer. They could not believe the production they got out of our floor. And they were so excited because they saved so much money all around. So, a terrazzo is a little more expensive than some of the other floors, but the savings and the installation really made it valuable to them.
It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. I love that. I really want to add that photo to my presentation collection. That is gorgeous. We have several colleges in design right now for the University of Houston. So I do want to share that with all of our University of Houston friends and over at Page, who's working on those projects, and make sure we share those beautiful, beautiful installation photos. Let's check out the next project, Sushi.
Yeah, and I wanted to thank Page Architect and University of Houston too for specifying and using our product. They've used it for a few years now, and they've done some beautiful custom colors, and they've turned out well. I'd like to see some pictures of that too sometime.
I like the way. That's the executive level that we entered the order this week, and we should be having some pictures by the end of the year. I hope so. But here I'm holding that tile. It's that white on white that is just so beautiful. Randy, I just think it's gorgeous. So it gives you that monolithic, just white, gorgeous, sleek design that so many people want.
Green.
Yeah, and the finishes that we use, the standard finish is a product called Diversity Plaza Plus, which is a standard product. You can get it pretty much anywhere. So we try to make products that are readily available. They're not something special that you have to change over your whole routine of maintenance in your facility to accommodate us. We try to accommodate you. So with the Plaza Plus, you have that harder finish that avoids scuffs and scratches, easy to finish if you need to refinish the floor or maintain, which typically in a space like this, they'll add some finish to the floor only when they see a wear pattern.
Yeah.
Then clean the floor and mop on a coat, dries in 30 minutes, open to traffic, really fast, easy to maintain, and keep your facility looking beautiful.
I love that. I love that. With the combined acoustical values on that, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I did email with our friends over at Kalahari. Hey, Rockford, McCoy, and Austin. Beautiful install. I'm waiting on our photos. We should have those by the end of the year. And the Kalahari Resort is opening to the public in November. So another beautiful project by HKS. And we should have photos of that soon too. We're going to have you back, Randy, and look at all these pretty pictures.
Well, that sounds like a field trip.
Field trip.
Yes.
Where is this, Randy? This project, I love it because it is beautiful. I want to know where this is, and tell me more about it.
Sure. This is Baycare Hospital, and this is just outside Tampa in Florida also. They wanted a product that they didn't want to go to the fusion, which, welding the seams together. They didn't need that for here, but this is an emergency entry to the hospital. So high traffic, just imagine what gets drug in those doors, it sounds bad, but there's a lot of things that come through those doors that are going to really abuse the floor, from dirt damage and other bodily fluids and things that happen in an emergency room. So they wanted something that would be cost effective, durable, and something that would last forever in this healthcare facility. So what we did is we used our 24 by 48 inch panels, which eliminated the amount of seams, and we left a gap and put Mape grout in there. It's a quartz grout, which resists staining and mold and mildew. It is like the best grout out there. It's incredible. And you can see here how nice it finished with the product.
Randy, I can't see the tiles. Those are spectacular.
Yeah.
Well, if you zoom in on the photo, you'll see we don't, and one thing about our photos we put on our website, they're just what we get. We don't try to doctor them up and make them look better, because we want to set a realistic expectation for you as a client too. So in this area, you can see it's a very high traffic area, and they also carried this into some of the office areas, common areas in the facility too. So you'll see that one picture down in the lower left. It's under construction still. But the thing about all of our products too is we have water-based, low VOC sealers, finishes, adhesives. Everything is VOC compliant. And we also have, because we work in a sanitary areas like operating rooms, in active hospitals, we know the procedures, and our contractors know how to work with the healthcare facilities. So when we get into situations like this where it's all about liability, is somebody going to get hurt in this space or breathe something bad? So we really work well in this industry. We've done a lot of work in the healthcare, education, and commercial industry to help make these projects go fast.
I love that. I'd like to compare Floorazzo to KipCo TV, where KipCo TV is low budget, high performance. If you have a low budget and you want high performance, Floorazzo is the perfect solution.
Yeah, we do have. Yeah, so when you're thinking about Floorazzo, if you don't need a sanitary area, you can butt joint the tile. That's your least expensive. And your budget figures there are anywhere between $15 to $17 a square foot installed. Your grout is almost the same, maybe $16 to $20. And then when you fuse the product, depending on when you have to do it, because usually that's over weekends and overtime, because they don't want to shut down their profit center, the operating rooms during active hours. We can turn that operating room around in 36 hours.
Yeah,
so
they can do that over the weekend. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Close on Friday, open up Monday for business.
Perfect. Well, let's check out the next project, Sushi.
I think we've got some fun ones. Let's see.
While we're pulling up the next one, I do want to say hi to Amber Livingston out there. She's a viewer today. Welcome to KipCo TV. If there are other people viewing, we have some new viewers that are joining us. Please, if you have a question for Randy or for Sushi or myself, make sure you chat with us, and we will answer your questions. Look at these colors. What is this, Randy?
This is an elementary school, K through 8. And of course, we can. This gives you a really good example of what we can do with custom colors. So if you can supply Floorazzo with a Pantone color, there you go, Kip. We can tint the.
I paid attention during rehearsal today.
Good with the props. I love it. Yeah, so we can tint the background resin to match almost any Pantone color. So this just gives you an example of how what we can do with color, and also what we can do with water jet cutting. You can see, like, even where the glare is on the left picture there, it's right on a seam. You can see how tight that water jet cut is. This is not a fused job. This is a butt joint, seam to seam.
Wow.
So our tolerances are so good that you can get a tiled product to look this good.
I love that. And I even have the orange here as well that we did for UT El Paso, or now just for the University of Texas. And we can actually do the burnt orange for UT or the maroon for Texas A&M. So let us hear from you on those school projects.
Yeah, for sure.
So think about wayfinding. Think about your identification in different areas where you're trying to let people know where you're at. Think about branding for your business or your school. Everything's about branding now. So how do we create a brand? And our logo capability, our custom color and custom cutting like this is just phenomenal. And it's not effective.
I want to give a shout out to Amber. She's still on viewing. Thank you. Welcome, Amber. I do want to not answer your question, but make a shout out for the projects. Yes, it would be outstanding for an OR facility. And Randy is going to show us some of our sanitary bases where we can preform for your projects here in a little bit. So I think we have another project. Do we have one more?
This one's another cool one too. I just want to add that this makes me think of like gumballs and candy. So,
but I do want to make sure we come back to ORs and show Amber those bases, Randy. So let's make sure we do that.
It was supposed to be a surprise.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry. New product. Yay. I love this project.
I do too.
So this is a commercial space, and throughout the whole space, they did colored banding through it. And and as they came to different areas, just to define space and to add some beauty and interest to the space, they did colors like this and just brought it up the wall. Now what we could have done here is taken the Floorazzo and actually went right up the wall with it too. But what they chose to do was to use another product to tie it, but so we matched up with that product, and you can see how beautiful that turns out. It's just, I think this is
nice. Really nice. So it is the Floorazzo is the base also?
No, we're just the floor. We didn't go up the wall on this. We could have.
I love it. I love the fact that how good, I'm holding up my iPhone here, how good photography is with your iPhone these days. That is really, I love that lime green. And it's such a signature color and so beautiful how it ties in all that together. I love it.
Yeah, so just think about, be creative. And with a product like Floorazzo that can be manipulated, because it is a pre-made tile, you can have all the fun with it you want. And in taking an average skilled installer and make him create something like this is very easy, because it goes together just like a puzzle. So it's not really complicated.
Is that achieved by water jet cutting, Randy?
Well, this particular one, they could cut with a wet saw on site because it's just straight. When you get more complicated into your logos and different visuals like this, then you're going to water jet cut. So they'll all come numbered and a map, and they can just set them into the adhesive and run with it.
I love it. I love it. That's beautiful.
And our adhesive is a pressure sensitive, so it's not a water-based wet adhesive where you put a tile in, it can move around. This is roll this down, let it tack up, set it in, and you can walk on it immediately. There's no, yeah.
Wow. That's really important, like you said, for quick turnarounds, renovations, other trades. Walking on the flooring makes it very spectacular, and people appreciate that. General contractors really like that.
Yes.
Agreed. And I think the last one we have is, you guys have heard of a bird's eye view. This thing is like a mouse or ant's eye view.
I love this photo. I love the aggregate and how rich that brown is. That is really true. Just spectacular. Randy, where is this?
Well, you have two different installations here. One is a college, and one is the Wentworth Cancer Institute. So the one on the left is Wentworth Cancer Institute. And in this area, this is where a lot of heavy rolling loads occur, rolling in these portable x-ray machines and CAT scans. And so they wanted a floor that could take high point loads and high, these heavy rolling loads. And Floorazzo was the answer. And you can see they got a beautiful floor for it. It's a good background to build from. We look at our floor from a design side. Technically, we're very sound, but we really look at the design side and say, how do we create a base or a palette for you to work with as a designer and to create the space? Not where you walk in and go, wow, look at that floor. It's like, this is a beautiful space.
Right.
And the floor is just part of it. And you can see here how we tied in on this in this school, even though they painted the walls brown, which not my preference, but that's theirs. We worked with them.
We're not designers. We're not designers.
Right. But we were able to use glass and rock to create something that works with any colors they want. And then again, give them that acoustical value, the easy to maintain, scuff resistant product that's going to last for years.
I love it. I love those. Those are, I think, probably my second favorite photos. I love those.
I'll tell you, it's a lot of fun working with, our agents like you guys, and where we get to spend time trying to solve design issues. Because a lot of times as manufacturers, we make products and say, now go sell them. And it's like, well, what is this thing? Well, go sell it. That's what we make, So what we try to do is try to give you things that that are flexible, things that you can be creative with, and we can solve problems.
I love that. I love that. So tell us about some of the solutions to our problems that you've come up with, Randy.
Stress is a big problem, and we've solved it with wine. And we have our Floorazzo labeled wine. I'm doing Cabernet.
We're going to talk about that during our wind down segment. So we will save that. But you're right. We do need stress relievers. And so we want to be design solutions that reduce the stress of our architects and designers.
Yeah, so one of our key customers is Johns Hopkins University. I'm sure you've heard about them lately for a few not so fun reasons, but regardless, we do a lot of work with them, and we've worked right through COVID and the pandemic with them. Sanitary areas are really a problem in healthcare. I just read an article today, the most visited place in any facility, commercial, education, healthcare, is the bathroom.
Oh.
So
it makes sense.
It's a very critical spot, thinking about as we move forward. We always have to look forward in our business and what is going to be the areas that are going to be of most concern and have to be addressed. Every facility is trying to sanitize now. Every facility is trying to protect themselves from the liability that could happen because of COVID or any pandemic or anything that happens in the future. So right. Our industry is changing, and we need to be forward thinkers. So partnering with Johns Hopkins, they come to us with issues and problems, and we solve them with technology too, and engineering. So our typical installation in a sanitary area, you have to have a transition here that easily goes to the wall, right? So we created this 93-degree cove here that easily works with the machines that buff and clean the floor. Well, this piece here, we call it a cove stick. This cove piece right now only comes in solid colors. So typically we'll match the background of the field of the tile and carry that up. And then we'll put more tile like on top of it to create a base. So this base can carry up, right? And then we can weld the seams with our fusion. So you see it's a pretty nice fit there.
Nice. That look good.
So what we've done, however, don't always want solid color because it just creates this band along the edge. So we've created a pre-manufactured cove stick that has the stone that matches the tile to your product.
Love that.
Now you'll have a beautiful transition up your wall.
I love that.
And all of these products, again, go in with a pressure sensitive adhesive. So once you have the adhesive down, you can stick it in place, it stays there, and then you can weld the seams and finish this up rapidly. So turning around.
ERs, infectious areas, ERs, spectacular. Can I send you my UPS number and get that put in the mail today?
I know, we need that. And then please talk to us about the thicknesses of when it goes up the wall, because we've kind of got into that. So I want to know the options there.
Sure. A lot of times when we're working in a facility, they will use like ultra white rock or some other product on the wall for wall protection. Acroven. Another one. Sorry. Yeah. Well, ideally, what I'd prefer you do is take a 24 by 48 inch panel of Floorazzo and put that on top of here and run it up the wall for wall protection. This is standard in MSK in New York City, Memorial Sloan Kettering. It's standard in Johns Hopkins. In all the operating rooms and high impact areas like that, it's Floorazzo on the walls.
Wow.
It's the most cost effective solution for them. Even the facilities people can put this up at later dates. So it really is a cost savings for the facility too.
Hold that up, Randy. Hold it up. I want everybody to see close up on the edges. Look at that. Wow.
So what we do though is like on this particular piece let me get it in the camera, right? You'll see this part here is thicker than this piece.
Right.
So we have an option that we're able to do when we go to an 1/8 inch thick panel on top of this. You can butt to us because we make this an 1/8 of an inch thick to match up with other products.
Oh, wonderful.
We also have an architect on staff that can draw details. So if you need to detail this out as a specifier, we can help talk to the technical team from whatever the supplier is and draw details for you.
How easy is that?
Awesome. You can do it thicker on the top, or you can do it thinner. Is that what you're saying? You've got options. That's wonderful.
So when you're butting it to Acroven, you can make it a little thinner.
True.
Make it look good, yes. And keep that sanitary seal too, right?
True. So it all welds together. I do like the idea of it all being welded. I do like the, so for infection control, our friends out there can do that. If you do, I want to remind everybody that's viewing, if you do have any questions for Randy about the products or just in general to Sushi and I, please make a comment in our Facebook page and we will answer it live and on the air. So go ahead, Randy. You had something else to show us.
Sure. I don't have an actual example of the piece, but I can describe it for you. We have created in a lot of areas as you transition from your room into the other areas, a hallway or another adjoining area. There's a transition there to a thinner product typically because we're 3/16 of an inch, 4.2 millimeters. So if you're going to a 3 millimeter rubber or 2 millimeter rubber or any other floor, you want a smooth transition. So what we're able to do is to take, we call it a ramp. So what we'll do, I'll use this piece again. We'll take our standard tile and taper it from 3/16 to an 1/8 of an inch over 9 inches. So as you come to the door, you'll just cut in this ramp and it beautifully meets your other products.
So we can work with the flooring contractor, the general contractor, the architect, the owner to come up with those transitions and deliver something that fits perfectly.
So you don't even have a transition strip. You'll just basically end right exactly where you need to go. That's beautiful. I love that.
I love that, Randy.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. There's details of that on our website. We have quite a few. If you don't find details there that you're looking for, just ask Kip or Sushi, and we'll get our architect drawing up details specific for your project. We're very technically orientated as well as design. So we feel we can help you out a lot, make your job easier.
And I have listed in our scrolling bar the Floorazzo website. Check it out. It's floorazzo.com for other pictures and product selections in the gem and the marble collections.
And I just want to say, you guys, like this stuff that we saw at the end was new to Kip and I today.
I love it. It's like rep training, advertising, marketing all in one. So Randy, cheers.
Cheers, y'all. Great.
We're going to send you off to the green room, Randy, but we are going to bring you back in a little bit for our wind down segment to talk about some of the wines and some of the prizes that we're going to be giving away. For those that are keeping up, we have a count of the number of sips. I got to add a couple more there at the end, but keep up with the counts and we'll give you a prize, which is a bottle of wine, the Floorazzo labeled wine, and we will personally have it delivered to your home or office. So bye, Randy, for now.
Bye, Randy.
Thank you. We'll see you in a minute. Thank you. So everybody out there, if you have any comments, let us hear from you, even if it's just a hi. If Amber's still watching, hi, Amber. I hope you saw some beautiful photos. We hope to send you. Yeah. Oh, that's really cute.
Well, that's a COVID hug from now, right? You're like,
my fingers don't work like that. Mine looks like a kidney bean or something. I don't know. Anyway, we would love to hear from you in our chat function. I'm getting some text messages from those that people are watching. We hope you transfer those texts into our chat line. We'd love to hear from you because I'm not going to look at my phone right now.
No. And okay, let's do another contest.
What's that?
Number of drinks. Nobody's entered yet. So, and if you do enter, you cannot do that from one of our personal Facebook pages. You have
to do it from
KipCo Facebook page. We've had several people that have won bottles of wine. I'll even throw in an extra question in there today. If you can tell us where Floorazzo is made,
Bonus.
we'll send you another bottle of wine, or we'll send you a bottle of wine. So guys, get on here and tell us. Mom, if you're just sitting here with us in the background.
Yeah. Tell us if you were listening, where Floorazzo is made, how many sips we've had. Let's start the guesses going. We're going to continue drinking. We're not going to stop, but
Right.
You can start the guesses now. We'll tell you if you're close or not. We want to hear from you. So please go to Facebook and just up in the search engine, do the @ the KipCo CS Gulf Coast, and you'll find us right there live. So Sushi, the next segment is today's takeout.
It is. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I'm so full still.
So during our quarantine, a lot of us have gone to delivery system on DoorDash or call and pick up or just different types of dining solutions. And one of my favorite places is in my neighborhood in Riverside Terrace. Shout out to Riverside Terrace. Today's takeout is going to be, what is it? Ray's Barbecue.
Ray's Barbecue. It is so good. And not only is it for us to get food, but it's also to support these small businesses that are trying to make it through as well. We're all trying to make it through. Some of us are lucky enough to be at home and doing design and doing sales, but some of these places that are restaurants need to make it by. And one way that we can do that is to order takeout. So that's why we do this. And Ray's Barbecue, y'all. It's legit.
It's fantastic. It's on OST in Riverside Terrace. And I want to tell you, when you do call them, when you do go in, you feel like you're their best friend. They treat you like royalty. So they do have a phone-in option that you can call in. They have I'm talking the easiest online ordering system I have ever experienced. Fantastic. They do work with DoorDash and Grubhub for their takeout options. But Sushi, can we see a picture?
Oh, okay. So I just want to say we only have 2 pictures on here, but Kip decided to order us a smorgasbord. Is that how you say it?
Smorgasbord, yes.
Smorgasbord. He literally ordered everything. So
we got boudin, we got onion rings, and I'm telling you, what was your favorite, Sushi? Tell me what your favorite was.
I loved the salad that was like it was vegetables, and it felt like it was just sort of like in a vinaigrette Italian dressing. That was
cucumber salad.
Yeah, the salad was great. The onion rings, oh my God, I had way too many.
And you even told me they had outstanding boudin.
Their boudin was their boudin was good. We had some boudin too. I mean, I just had a little bit of everything, and I'm still stuffed.
So we do want to support the local restaurants. This is Ray's Barbecue on OST. I've been going there for almost 10, 11 years, and I love it. I feel like I'm at home in there. And I do want to recognize Ray's Barbecue. We did tag them on our Facebook page, so I hope some folks from Ray's Barbecue are watching. Thank you for the barbecue today. It was wonderful.
You also want to talk about the price point. You said the price point was excellent as well.
Incredible. I am not sure how they're even making a profit, because for the price is kind of like us. If you have a low budget and you want high performance barbecue, you go to Ray's, because it is outstanding and it does not beat up your wallet at all.
So good.
So good. So good. All right. Call me. I'll meet you there. We'll have a cocktail and a beer, watch a Astros baseball game, and have barbecue.
Wait, do they have a patio? Can you get?
They have limited seating that is meets the requirements of the CDC, and they've done a really good job of social distancing in their space.
So can you get a beer there?
Yes.
Okay. You can watch the Rockets, so they do have TVs.
Correct.
That's awesome.
I love it. I love Ray. He's so wonderful. He always did all our cooking for our community events. He did all the catering, and it's just special to have a local person that we can support.
For sure. Awesome. Yeah. Okay. Well, Ray's, thank you so much for the food today. I am completely stuffed, but I'll be back. And I'll bring my husband because he'll love it. Yeah. So let's go to our last segment. So I'm just going to put up our logo. It's the wind down segment.
Yeah, it's our All-American Day. So we had American barbecue. We focused on Floorazzo, which is all made in the United States, including all of the pieces and parts. are sourced from the United States. And we're just all American today. I love our blue and our white and our red. We're just so patriotic. I love that.
That's my red white. I've got white on my skirt, but I don't want to stand up. That would just be, yeah, no.
Yeah, I have white on my skirt too. So
if I show Jill a picture of what Kip looks like right now, I will not. I will not. I will not.
I got cute legs. I don't mind. Cute legs don't care. So, all right. Well, in our wind down section, we do segment. I'm sorry. We do want to hear from you. Place any comments in our comment bar. We have lots of viewers out there in from Alabama and Florida. Welcome. Hi, friends. Hi, Mom. I know you're watching. I know you won't do it, but guess what? My mom is going to be on KipCo TV next week.
I love that. I love
it. We're going to be celebrating my mom's 92nd birthday on KipCo TV. So make sure you tune in on 4 o'clock on Thursdays. But let's bring Randy back in.
Yeah, our wind down segment is really special this time. Why, Randy?
Why, Randy?
Oh, no.
Low budget, high performance.
Is that better?
Yeah. And what's bizarre that our control center cannot control your mute. When you mute yourself, we cannot control you. I got to work on that.
A lot of people try to control me, and it doesn't work.
But don't you love the KipCo mug?
I love it. Oh, yes. I love it.
This wind down segment is really special this week. Why?
So do you have the Pinot there? Is that what you have? It looks like you have the Pinot. And that's a Russian.
What do I have? I have a classic red. And guess what? It's called Fusion Red. I love it.
You love that? Yes. So what I tried to do is get a summer collection. Now, summer's winding down. We need to enjoy this summer. It's been a tough year. So I did a mix of wines to try to at least meet everything, whether it's your barbecue or whether you're doing some fish or just straight vegetarian. I try to pick a little bit of everything there. So the Pinot that you're drinking is a Russian River Valley Pinot, and it's a very, very good Pinot.
And this is one of the prizes today is the Pinot. I'm holding the Pinot now. So those that get the closest guess to the number of sips will win a Pinot. I don't see any guests, y'all. We need some guests. We need to guess.
I think everyone here is hunkered down from the tornadoes.
Apparently, we're going through a storm. So go ahead, Randy.
They need a drink.
Yeah.
We'll drink again.
Yeah, so the Pinot is the Russian River Valley. That has a lot of fruit flavors, wild cherry, strawberry, really a nice, it's actually the Platinum series. Now understand, Floorazzo doesn't own a winery, but we can put our label on a lot of different really good wines, and that's what I tried to do for you here.
I love it. I love it.
Hey, yeah. I'm super appreciative. So I am drinking the Sauvignon Blanc.
Yes.
And I'm drinking the Chardonnay.
And we tried the Viognier.
Viognier. I think it's Beyonce's sister, Viognier.
It took us a minute to practice and figure out how to say that. But yeah, we had a pronunciation. She said Viognier. So we got it. Got it.
Yeah. So you've got you should have a nice Merlot there also.
Yes.
Yep.
And that's also a California Merlot, and that's got some cocoa and a hint of vanilla from the aging oak barrels. So that should be a nice match for you. The Cabernet, which I'm drinking, a lot of black cherry and a creamy vanilla, little chocolatey finish to it.
Okay, I'm going to be all over that tonight. Perfect.
Yes. We're going to go from white to red. We're going to follow protocol here. So I do want to start hearing from in our comment section, our guesses. Amber, if you're still here, you can guess how many sips of wine we had. For all those viewers, I see you guys. Hi. I do want to hear from you and let us know how many sips. I'm still counting there, Sushi. I see you taking a sip. So let's hear from you.
I just want to know, Kip, are we high or low today?
High.
Hey, guys, it's been virtual school week. So, yeah, it's going to be high.
Oh my goodness. We've had a bottle. Let's just do that. So anybody out there that wants to guess, please do it. Mark it in the chat function. The only way we can see your chat is if you're on YouTube at the KipCo TV channel. So while you're there, click like and subscribe, or our Facebook page at the KipCo CS Gulf Coast. And I don't have any guesses, Sushi.
No, I don't either. I guess we get to keep the bottle of wine this week.
Yes, we get to keep the bottle of wine. But we do want to wrap up today's show and thank Randy for joining us. Randy, all the way from Washington, and our prayers are with you for the fires.
Yeah.
We hope everything works out. Please keep us in touch. And we do have our tradition, Sushi. We do want to do our final toast.
We do. Okay, are we ready?
Are you ready? We're going to do it without Randy. Hold your glass up.
All right. So, cheers. Share the love.
Share the laughs. Share your drinks.
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
All right.
So
So
much,
if
Randy.
anybody wants to cheat,
You're welcome.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 49.
No. Okay, so we
Oh,
got
hey, Rock is on here. Hey, Rock.
Hi, Rock.
Rock, you need to double that. It's 49.
They were small sips. Small sips.
Small sips.
Well, Kip, how
Before the broadcast.
about if
Randy, please tell us about what you have in your hand.
Yes, please.
so everybody who guesses, now that we're working from home, you got it. A lot of us don't always keep track of our cameras. So what Floorazzo did, we actually created a little camera cover, has our name on it, of course, and this little cover in the middle, what you see there, it glues right over your camera. So when you want your camera to be off for sure, you just slide the cover shut,
That.
and you're gone.
It's like
So-
a privacy curtain.
Exactly.
Which, by the way, special paid announcement, we do make privacy curtains in Cuba for your healthcare solutions, and we make them here in Texas. So thank you for the segue, Randy.
You're welcome. So anybody who guesses can have one of these covers.
Well, Rock is also our special guest next week. Rock Fitzgerald, which is one of the creative designers for Parterre Flooring. Rock will be joining us with some of his work from home creations and maybe a few new products for Parterre. But today's been so special, Randy. Thank you. It's been All-American Day. Yay. Made in the USA. We also stop by if you ever want to, when you feel like it, and get a KipCo cookie with the skyline of Houston. Look at that. Look at the detail. Oh my,
Cute. They
Cute.
are probably the best cookies I've ever tasted.
ever. Best cookies ever.
I've only had one ever. Just one.
No. We have one every other hour.
No.
Yes. Well, we're going to wrap up today's episode. We do want everybody to join us and check out our past episodes on YouTube at KipCo TV. Like us and subscribe. Also, like us on Facebook. We'd love to hear from you. DM us, text us, email us, call us. We're here for you. With that, everybody. Bye everybody. Thanks for joining us, Randy. God bless you.
You too.
Love
Bye.
you guys.